ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया तमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते मधुसूदनाय बापूजीति नामिने नमस्ते मधुसूदनाय भक्तिपात प्रियाय ते दुर्लभ कृष्ण भक्ति अति सरलकारिणे. So Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from 4.8, and over here in Bhagavad Gita 4.8, Krishna is continuing from the previous shloka of Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya, right? That when do I appear? And Krishna continues. We'll take a quick look at that one. That Krishna is saying that whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. And who descends? Krishna himself. Right? Remember, there is a Yuga avatar. In every Yuga, there's a form, Krishna's expansion that manifest. But for Krishna himself to manifest, right, does not happen in every Yuga. So we should consider ourselves extremely lucky to be able to understand about Krishna, that supreme personality of Godhead, who created everything. He is not an expansion. He is the supreme Lord himself. We do not receive this knowledge in every Yuga cycle. You have to be, all of the timing has to be perfect, right? So, Krishna himself has manifested in the Dwapar Yuga. And then, right after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifest. And he spreads the name of Krishna to everyone. He gives it to all of us, right? With his causeless mercy, without any cause. He just is so extremely, no matter how many times you use extremely, merciful. He's very extremely merciful. Otherwise, where do you think we would have been? Sometimes you watch these animal channels and these National Geography, or people even go to Africa. There's Masai Mara, there are all these other places where you can actually go on a wild safari and see how these animals are living in the wild, how they hunt. You will see lion, literally they plan how they want to kill an animal. Sometimes they watch a giraffe or an other fox or other animals like this for the whole day. They follow it quietly, and then they wait for it to get a little dark. Then if they need, if because if a giraffe is a big animal, they may need 5 or 6 people, 5 or 6 lions. And it is said that the giraffe protects itself from the back. That if you get hit with the back leg of a giraffe, you will die. Because it is almost like a sledgehammer hitting you at like 100 times in your heart, like one punch. That's how strong the kick of a giraffe is from the back foot. And the lions apparently know this. And so they try and attack from the front, because the front foot of the giraffe is not as strong. So they do this whole plan, this whole National Geography was showing that this set of 6 lions, how they started to follow one giraffe. They waited for night time and they started to follow it. The giraffe saw it, tried to run away, but they were in an open area, so there was no place to run or hide for the giraffe. And then 2 people came in the front, 2 people came from the side, the other 2 lions came from the other side. And in that way, all 2 or 3 attacked together and they caught this giraffe and they began to eat it. And when they were eating it, you could tell how much they were starving. They were not even pausing, they were just eating, and that blood was all over their mouths. Right? So just imagine what all forms of living beings we have gone through and how much we have suffered. So in some cases, we must have been the lion that was hunting a different animal. In some cases, we must have been the giraffe or the fox that is actually being hunted. And the pain of death, whether you are animal or whether you are a human being, is the same that everyone experiences. So Krishna over here in 4.8 continues that paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushtakam dharam sanstha sthaprapataya sambhavami yuge yuge. Krishna says that to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. Right? Krishna does not say that I appear, right, in every yuga cycle, in the Dwapar, Treta, but after millennium. And who appears? Krishna himself. So there are two reasons. One, Krishna is coming for all of his devotees. And devotees means not just the people who are present when Krishna is present on this earth, when Krishna is manifested, but even for the future generations who will carry on the name of Krishna and pass it down, just like our Guru Parampara has. So Krishna is first coming, and Krishna chooses his words very wisely. He's coming first for his devotees, right? And then to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. That's why Krishna is even speaking the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna over here. And who is Krishna saying? Krishna is saying, I myself appear, not another expansion or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But to understand Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Because when you look at the spiritual world, there are the Vaikuntha planets, where all of the expansions of the Krishna are in each one of those planets. Right? The Matsya avatar, the all of the other avatars, they're all there. And above that, you have the Saket Ayodhya Dham, where Lord Ram, Sita, Lakshman, all of them reside. And above that, at the topmost, is where Radha Krishna reside in that Golok Vrindavan. And in that Golok Vrindavan, to receive the knowledge about that, it does not happen in every single human birth. So over here, when Krishna is saying that I manifest millennium after millennium, and listen, Krishna is correct that he manifests. But in addition to that, Bapuji has taught, what has Bapuji showed us? What has he taught us? That Krishna appears in every single second. In fact, Krishna would have manifested for us and he would have even helped us, but we wouldn't have realized it, wouldn't have seen him. For his devotees, he is omnipresent, he is omnipotent. So here Krishna says that Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. But for his devotees, Krishna is Sambhavami Shane Shane. In every single moment, Krishna manifests to fulfill what we need, what we require. And if you look back, there must have been situations in each one of our lives where we think we are in a dead end. There's no way out from here. How can we come out? And then all of a sudden, someone comes and pulls our hand. Sometimes we think, oh, he's a friend or she is a friend, or they are a family member or they are a relative. But no, in that moment, Krishna has manifested within them to tell them to help us, to show us the path. Otherwise, those people would have already been there for us. They were already in our lives, but why couldn't they help us previously or before that? Because at that time, Krishna manifested in that form to help us. So over here, when Krishna is saying that to deliver the pious, Krishna comes, right? He appears for all of his devotees. all of his devotees. And Krishna, right? He comes from his own kingdom, from own Golokdham. He does not come from another birth like how we do, or from another planet. Right? He comes himself from the Golokdham. And Krishna, he comes with a specific purpose. Krishna comes to enjoy also. But you will see, where does he enjoy? Since Krishna manifested on this earth, he was born in a jail, immediately taken over to Yashoda and Nanda Baba. He didn't even live with the parents to which he was born. And then he had so many asuras that came to kill him one after another. Putna came when he was 6 days old. But how many asuras came right after that? Where did Krishna actually enjoy? He was constantly annihilating the miscreants. He was constantly battling everyone. And then even after that, when he went to Mathura, then he went to Dwarka from there. He had not seen the gopis and Radharani, Yashoda, Nanda Baba for 100 years. They were literally crying. There was tears flowing. They said that Radharani was crying so much that there was a river full of water. One day, Radharani drew Krishna on the wall of her mansion, of her palace. But then, when a devotee came and saw, they said, Radharani, you have drawn Krishna so nicely, but he has no feet. Radharani said, yeah, that is on purpose, that he has no feet. Otherwise, even this form of Krishna, he will walk away. I do not want him to go anywhere. They missed Krishna so much in Vrindavan. Krishna missed Vrindavan so much. And that's why this form of Lord Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra actually manifested. And in fact, right now, the Rath Yatra which happened, Jagannath ji went from his Jagannath temple in Puri to Gundicha temple to his Masi's house. But Krishna comes out, right, for more than one reasons. First, he comes out to give darshan to his devotees who cannot come to the temple. Because even today, the Jagannath Puri temple has some rules and regulations that if you're not a Hindu, not born a Hindu, and not Indian, you cannot come inside temple. Lot of the foreign devotees who love Lord Jagannath, they take this opportunity to go see Lord Jagannath. And then when Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maharan go to Gundicha temple to set Krishna from there, immediately runs to Vrindavan. Immediately. Because even in the Jagannath form, he's missing Vrindavan, the gopis, the pastimes, Radharani. And so Krishna takes this opportunity. How we go on summer vacation, right? To go see our family members, someone is living far away. Sometimes there's long weekends. If you have the kids that work in a different city or they live in a different city from their parents or their loved ones or from their wife or their husband, what do when there's a long weekend? They immediately come back home. When there's vacation, they come back home to spend time with their loved ones. And Krishna is doing exactly that. Not that he doesn't have loved ones in Jagannath Puri, he does, but he yearns for that association with the gopis, with Radharani in Vrindavan, and that whole mood of Vrindavan. So Jagannath ji has come out of the temple, and to everyone he's in the Gundicha temple. But the devotees know that he is in Vrindavan. He has run away from that Gundicha temple immediately until he comes back on the day of Ekadashi in the next week. So this Lord Krishna who comes down to deliver the pies, he comes down for his devotees. Right? end to annihilate the miscreants, like he did to Kans, to Putna, all of the asuras, and also re-establish the principles of religion, which he does by speaking the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So in this way, Krishna is so merciful. And then when he manifests in that form, we all listen to the pastimes of Krishna, rejoice, and simply by listening to his pastimes and understanding that Krishna is divine, we will go back to Krishna, to that Godhead with the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. So with that, we'll end here today. Then we'll continue tomorrow. Before we end, we'll chant together Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. जय जय श्री राधे हरे कृष्ण